Wait, I forgot something. I worked on this for so long. You guys will love it. Yo! In my previous video, I told you guys that if you learn full PLL, you better learn it in a wholesome way. That means learning to recognize AUF, swift recognition, good finger tricks, all of those things. And I've been thinking for quite some time now, how could I best make a video explaining all of that for all the 21 PLLs? And I could just make a video going over each PLL and explaining everything, but that would lead into a 60-minute video, and I don't think you guys would like that. So instead, I made this. It is a PDF with all of my PLL algorithms. But not just that. I added some notes for each case with some tips and info. I explain how to best recognize the case, how to predict the AUF, the probability to get that case, how difficult it is to learn it, and the cherry on top, I even added a checkbox so that when you finally learn the case, you can check it off with a pen. But there's even more in here. I added some extra tips, just general PLL tips. Let's see what this one is. Can you read it? I don't know if you can read it, but it is damn interesting. And if you're thinking to yourself right now, well, that's all cool, man, but 7 pages? Come on, that's a lot. Well, look at this then. The last page is a summary of all the algorithms and checkboxes. I just really loved how it turned out, and you may be wondering right now, how do I get it? It is awesome. It is very easy. You can just buy it in the link below for just $5. You can use PayPal, Western Union. I'm just kidding, guys, it's free. Download it in the link below, you will love it. So the document contains everything you need to know to learn full PLL, except for one really important thing: finger tricks. That's why I will go over my own finger tricks for all these algorithms at the end of the video. So that when you combine this video and the PDF, you will have a very complete and wholesome way of learning full PLL. But what is the best way to learn PLL? Do I memorize the alg, write it down and just repeat it a bunch of times and then repeat it in my head while I'm doing the algorithm? Well, no, obviously not. Well, how do you learn it then? How do you learn it as fast as possible? Well, first of all, you don't want to learn it as fast as possible. You want to learn it as best as possible. Here is why. There's 21 PLLs, and most of them have very long and difficult algorithms. So when you learn one algorithm, you will repeat that algorithm 1 out of, let's say, 20 sols. And if you have a bad algorithm, you will get used to that algorithm very quickly. And if you build on and improve an algorithm that is now really great, then you will waste a lot of time. And that's not good. That's not good. It is not good, right? So guys, believe me when I say that mastering is the key. And here's how we're going to master the algorithms. Number 1, study an algorithm. Look at the alg. Read the notes. Watch the finger tricks. Slowly redo the finger tricks. Is there any way you can easily memorize it? How is the AUFing? Try to understand as much as you can about the PLL you're learning. We will do one together. Alright, so let's do the first algorithm of the list together, which is the UA perm. Let's read the note. Looks like a long algorithm. That's true, compared to this for example. But it flows super well and is regripless, which makes it one of my fastest PLLs. To help memorize, see how you move pairs around. Well, let's try the algorithm, see what he means with that. And that's me, but let's just see how the algorithm goes. So we take this pair out like this. We move it to the back. We take the pair in the back out. Then insert this one again. And then insert the pair into the back. Well, that's pretty easy. That's a good tip. And then finally for recognition, bar in the front and edge on the left side is opposite. Let's check. Bar in the front, edge on the left is opposite. That's true. Or the edge on the right isn't. That's also true. I just look at the right side, so. And then finally, you see this dotted line right here. I don't know if you can see it. With a U2 underneath. This is the AUFing. The dotted line is my reference point. And the U2 means that the reference point will do a U2 after execution. So which means that after I do the alg, this blue bar will just move to the back and green will be on the front. Let's see if that's the case. Well, yep. And then secondly, practice execution. So when you have a good understanding of the alg, it is time to get it into your muscle memory and build some speed. The way you do this is by repeating the alg over and over and over again, with the correct finger tricks, that is. Because if you're going to repeat the wrong finger tricks, you will get used to that and it will be very difficult to switch later on. So just make sure that you use the right finger tricks. The one in this video, for example, I don't know. You will notice that initially, performing the ALG will be kind of awkward. You will need to think, it will be kind of choppy, and it will be mentally very exhausting because of the thinking and stuff. Just keep doing it and you will notice that after some time, you don't really have to think anymore and it will go smoother, and then suddenly you're doing the ALG really fast and you're like, whoa, how did this happen? It will get enjoyable. Well, at that point, it is not yet rooted into your brain. It is just in your working memory. So if you're just going to overdo this and just keep doing the ALG, let's say an hour, that's like really long, but let's say 15 minutes, it is not really going to help anymore. Instead, what we need to do, combine it with more algorithms. The way to get the ALG rooted into your brain is to practice retrieving the ALG. And you can do this in two ways. Well, you can do that in a bunch of ways, but here's my two ways. For the first one, we're using an ALG trainer. We'll be using jperm.net. That's right, jperm, despite totally ignoring my challenge, you still make great content and we gotta respect that. What you want to do is select each PLL you know. I assume that if you want to learn full PLL that you already know a few of them. Even if it's just 3, let's say, just select the ones you know. Plus the one you are learning right now. You will get random scrambles right now that set up one of the PLLs you selected. This way, for each scramble you do, there will be a different PLL in your working memory. So whenever your new algorithm shows up, you'll have to think about it again. This will be very hard and you will need to recheck the ALG multiple times. But that's totally fine. Just keep doing it until you see the case and you don't really have to think about doing the algorithm anymore. That's muscle memory and that's what we want to have. Another way to get the algorithm rooted into your brain is by learning multiple ALGs simultaneously. I would advise you to learn maximum 2 or 3 PLLs at a time. Maybe 4 if you're really good at learning algorithms, but not overdo it because it will be very difficult. The reason this works so well is that when you're learning an algorithm, and then learn another algorithm, the first algorithm will get out of your working memory, and when you go back to the first algorithm, you will have to retrieve it. If you just go over all the new algorithms you learn, one by one, you will have to rethink of each algorithm, and you will have to practice retrieving the algorithm. So just keep doing this, just go between the algorithms you're learning, until you don't have to think about it anymore. But even after doing that, I still advise you to open jperm.net, select all the PLLs you know, including the new ones you're learning, and just practice everything to make sure that all the ALGs you know get rooted even deeper into your brain. And well, now you have all the information, you have all the PLLs, the PDF, you know how to learn them, but you still might have 2 questions. Which order do I learn them in? And how long does it take to learn all of it? For the first question, I advise you to go for the order of the PDF. I grouped the algorithms, which makes it really easy to keep track of progress. And the order of the algorithms somewhat go from easy to more difficult. It is not super important, you might just do it random, but I don't know why you would start with the N perms and the G perms. That doesn't make any sense. So the order of the PDF is really good. And for the second question, however long you need. As I said before, don't rush it. Master the algorithms. However, if you do want to have some sort of schedule, I will show you 3 example schedules right now with different levels. Maybe one of them works really well for you. All that's left for the video are my finger tricks for all of the PLLs. Use these together with the PDF because, guys, good finger tricks is really the most important thing when learning PLL. Even if some finger tricks may be very difficult, just practice. Just stick with them. You will get it down. It will take time, yes, but you will thank me later. And once again, these are my personal favorite PLLs. They may not work for you, and if they don't, try to find for other ones online. Even if you know some algorithms already, just look at the ones I use, the finger tricks, and let me know what you think of them. Like, how do you execute them? Do you have some questions on why I do a certain thing? Just ask in the comments. And while you're at it, you might as well just like the video and subscribe. Thank you. I put a lot of effort in the making of these videos, so I would really appreciate that. Anyways, let's get started with edges only PLLs. Good luck. So you finished PLL, or you just finished the video. Either way, thanks for watching, especially till the end. I'll give you one free alpaca. Treat it well. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.